Hello, Brandon Klisrich here from Guided Marketing. I want to show you how to make ads work. I know a lot of people are having trouble with ads, making them work, whether organic or they're paid. So let me go into that a little further to show you how to make that happen. All right, go to the presentation here. All right, how to make ads that finally work. And this works for Facebook, Instagram, video, whatever, wherever. And it could be paid ads, or it can be organic. So let's kind of step into that a little bit. So when you make a post, or if you're doing a paid ad, you got to have a headline and you want it to catch their attention. So if you don't catch their attention, which is in here like disruptive or a shocking statement, if you don't grab their attention, you're not going to get anybody that kind of keeps going further along in the funnel. So something shocking, something disruptive. If you can get, colors to pop in your picture or something that really grabs their attention, then you can hit them with some curiosity in the headline. And if it's something new, if it's new and easy, it makes it even stronger. But you got to kind of make that in your headline and make it about 10 words. So stick it around there. You don't want it to be too big. You don't want it to be too short. You want to have enough sauce in there to kind of make it work. So grabbing their attention is super, super important. If not, they don't go further down the funnel and you get nowhere. So next part is you're going to tell the story, because if you don't tell the story, or if you just try to say, hey, buy my stuff, it's here's the price, you're not going to get anywhere, because people see sales stuff all the time and there's nothing special about that. But if you can kind of go and tell a story or tell a journey, even if it's a little short story in writing, and talk about a problem you have and how you solved it, then they think in their head, a light bulb comes on, oh, okay, maybe this can solve something for me. It's way better than trying to sell them something. If you just try to push something on somebody, it doesn't work as well as if you just tell a short little story. Obviously you want to keep it about one thing. You don't want to be like, I got 3 things that I got here for you and they will solve your problem. You don't want that. You want one object, one thing. One thing creates. You got a problem, and you got the one thing that you have that solves the solution. So you want to solve like a pain point. Maybe you want to fix something for somebody, but you want to tell them a story about how it can help them or help you, or you could tell a history about the product. So let's go into the next part. Part 3. You want to show proof, reviews, before and after pictures of people solving the problem. They do a lot of that like in fitness, like dentists, if you want to do for people that are doing like bonding or fixing teeth or doing crowns or something like that, they can show a before and after. That really starts giving people like visual going, like, oh, they can actually solve that problem for me. I don't know how many different websites I've gone to places and I'm like, how good are they? Let's see some results. And if you look at the results, a before and after picture, then you can really see, oh, they're actually doing this. This is what I want. And I feel confident they'll do it because I'm looking right here and I can see the results. Reviews help. You could put both in there. And, some other proof, testimonials, whatever you want to put in there. But that's a part of it you got to have. Number 4 is bullets. Bullets are super strong. Bullets are going to be benefits, and you're going to list about 5 of them or more. Talk about the bullets of kind of what the problem they're going to solve. It does this, it does that, boom, 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 boom. You kind of go through that list. You don't want to list stats. You don't want to say like it has this many watts on it. You want to say like, hey, this thing's strong enough to blend, whatever you're trying to blend. Like it'll blend a phone, it'll blend a avocado pit. It's so strong that it will do that. And it's like, oh, it's strong enough that I can, it'll do ice. So you want something that's kind of, the bullets show what it will do for them, the benefits. And they say it does like 50% of the heavy lifting, and I've pretty much seen that too. So bullets are very strong. Make sure they're, they really help push that product for you. The bullets obviously should reinforce your story too about what you're talking about. So the next part here, we're going to 5, guarantee, warranty, risk reversal. This helps out a lot. It's not as strong as bullets, but it will help, especially if somebody's buying something a little bit more on the expensive side, or if even if it is cheaper and they know it's a risk reversal, like, if they buy some shoes online or something and they know that they can, like, they're not the right size, because the chances of them getting something like shoes or shirt and it not being the right size, they need a guarantee they can get their money back. That will solve some of your solutions when you're trying to sell online or make ads. And you can write all this below your headline. If you're just doing it organic on Facebook or something somewhere, you just put your headline and then you do this formula just like I did here. All the steps 1 through 6. And then that will really help you kind of get a good format. It's going to do probably way more heavy lifting than something you've done traditionally. Make sure they are certain in their mind. So when you're telling a story and you're giving them all the bullets and you're telling them about the benefits, what this does for them, you always want to think about in your customer's mind, are they 100% certain that this will work for them? Are they certain they'll get the results? Because if you kind of don't think about that after you told your story and you write your bullets and you kind of think in their head, if they're not 100% certain, maybe there's something in there you should go back and list for them. You know what your customers are like, you know what kind of issues they have, and when they're not certain about certain things, like if you try to get them to a sale at the end of the point, you just know somebody's maybe not 100% certain about something, they're going to, okay, or thinks, and then there comes a bunch of excuses. So if you have them and they're certain, they are really certain at the end, and you got them to a point of absolute certainty, it's going to be a pretty much higher closing ratio for you. And obviously call to action. If you don't ask for the sale, you don't say, hey, call me. Whatever your pathway is, if you have, if your customer is the call, set appointment, tell them to call you. Put your phone number in there. Put your address. Make sure that, not everybody calls. Some people will just go there. So put your address in there. If you're doing an application, put a link in there. Here's the link to my application if you want to check it out. Also, there's another thing called Bitly, Bitly. You can actually go in there and create a little page that they can go to, and you can put different links in there. Like, here's our phone number, and there'll be there's a bunch of buttons. You can have one is like a call me button, another one's a link to the website, the application. Here's the Google Maps, whatever you want, whatever your business requires you to do. So we're going to put some more videos out here for you, and just keep watching. And you might not be able to see me again here on YouTube or wherever this is going to go. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, because chances of you find it again, if you like my content, it's going to be kind of hard to find because there's a ton of stuff out there. So hit the subscribe button and continue on. Thanks.